Why would 5,000 IU of vitamin D cause tooth sensitivity? Hi, I'm Chris Masterjohn, and I have a PhD in nutritional sciences. I am not a medical doctor, and nothing contained in this episode may be construed as medical or nutritional advice of any kind, or a substitute therefore. This episode is meant purely as scientific education. If you wish to act on any ideas presented in this episode, please consult your physician first, and never take anything herein as a reason to contradict medical advice. With that said, enjoy the episode. Jeff Huspey says, taking more than 5,000 IUs of vitamin D at one time makes my teeth sensitive. Yet a vitamin D test recently had me at a deficiency level, so it can't be because I've had too much. I would take more at a time to get my level up faster, but I can't. I'm assuming it's affecting my calcium homeostasis somehow, and that manifests as tooth sensitivity. But do you know if there is any literature discussing this, or do you have any ideas why this might be? Well, I can only offer you guesses, but the first thing that I would say is, are you using the testing algorithm outlined in Testing Nutritional Status, the Ultimate Cheat Sheet? Because if you look at that, you'll see that my approach to testing vitamin D status is more sophisticated than what is used by almost everyone else. And so if you're not measuring PTH and you're not measuring calcitriol at a minimum, then I don't think that you should be so quick to interpret that you're in a deficiency state. Now that said, off the top of my head, I don't really know why vitamin D would directly cause tooth sensitivity, and I'm not a dentist, and so I don't know everything there is to know about tooth sensitivity mechanisms. But a couple things that occur to me. So one thing that would occur to me would be that you could be depleting your vitamin K levels, and you could be worsening your tooth calcification. But another thing that, is another sort of opposite thing that could be relevant is if you are getting some slight hypercalcemia, that maybe that is impacting the nerves in your teeth in some negative way. And if I could make my guess a little bit more wild than that, I think it's conceivable that if you are getting some kind of slight hypercalcemia, that your body could possibly adjust to that with like slight alkalinization to try to control the ionic calcium level, and the acid-base disturbance might also impact tooth nerves in some way. But I'm heading, pretty deep into speculation land here. So I guess the way I would approach that would be, first of all, make sure that you're getting your PTH and calcitriol levels tested at the same time as your 25-OHD. Not a bad idea to throw in total and ionic calcium and phosphorus in there just for good measure. And make sure that your interpretation of the 25-OHD is actually supported by those other measurements. Second thing would be, what happens if you co-supplement with vitamin K, vitamin K2? Can you impact this? So, and it's not just, you also have to consider other interacting nutrients. So particularly the other three fat-soluble vitamins. I guess K2 would be at the top of that list. Then second tier in that would be A and E. And then third tier would be magnesium. And then other things could come after that. But I would, play around with what happens if you tweak the ratios and co-supplementations in there. Can you prevent that effect? But I would do that after making sure you're characterizing your blood testing correctly. All right. Thank you, Jeff, for your question. Hope that helps. This episode was part of a Q&A for members of the CMJ Masterpass, where I hold monthly private Zoom Q&As for my members. The Masterpass also serves as a buyer's club with exclusive and massive discounts on your favorite premium foods and health products, including pasture-raised and wild meat and seafood, supplements, sleep accessories, water filters, phototherapy devices, and much more. If you'd like to participate in these Q&As, you can join the Masterpass at chrismasterjohnphd.com/masterpass and use the code Q&A, spelled Q-A-N-D-A, Q&A, for 10% lifetime discount. I am currently working full-time on finishing my first book, Vitamins and Minerals 101, How to Get the Nutrients You Need on Any Diet. I will let you know when I have a release date. In the meantime, you can pre-order the book at chrismasterjohnphd.com/book. Testing Nutritional Status, the Ultimate Cheat Sheet, has been newly released as version 1.3. This is my comprehensive system for managing nutritional status with lab tests, dietary analysis, and comprehensive intake of your signs and symptoms. The new version has a comprehensive guide to interpreting the Genova methylation panel. You can pick up your copy at chrismasterjohnphd.com/cheat sheet. In my consulting, I am neither a medical practitioner nor a coach. I serve as your data analyst and your strategist. I teach you scientific principles of health and wellness, help you analyze your data, and help brainstorm actionable strategies. You can sign up for a consultation at chrismasterjohnphd.com/consultations. Please consider supporting my work at no extra cost to you by visiting my support page and making a purchase with one of my affiliate links. Some of my most popular affiliates are also listed in the description of this video, with links that will give me credit for your purchase. I will try to respond to comments when I can, but my presence will be intermittent while I'm finishing my book. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next episode.